Hello, I'm Tyler, and this is This Month in Comics, September edition, 2013. Today, we're going to talk about the major releases in terms of Marvel and DC. This series will not include Image Comics, Dark Horse, or any other third-party comics because it's just too much stuff to talk about. So, let's go ahead and start with Marvel. Marvel this month, you'll be seeing more Infinity. In August, we got the first issue of Infinity. You'll be getting number 2 and number 3 this month. And you'll get more Avengers and New Avengers tie-ins, as well as all new tie-ins, such as a tie-in Superior Spider-Man and a tie-in Captain Marvel. And I believe there's even more tie-ins going on that I just can't list because there's a lot of stuff. So this is Marvel's big crossover after Age of Ultron, which was their first big crossover. This one had a lot more people pumped. They have reason to. It's really good so far. So you guys should all check that out. Another thing I'll be doing with these videos is I'll be talking about the villain that's really causing the most trouble in the respective universe. For Marvel, that would be Thanos, right there. You may or may not know Thanos because he's not that big of a character that's been emphasized a lot in media. He has made his first cinematic appearance in 2012 in the post-credits scene of Avengers. If you were in the theater and you saw that big purple guy smiling that turned towards the camera, was like, they're like, to court humans is to court death, and then that guy's like, smile at the camera. That's Thanos. Now you were either someone that was like, who's that guy? Or you were like, yes, Thanos! Well, to help you clarify who Thanos is known as the Mad Titan because he was born on Titan, and he's kind of mad because he is obsessed with death. He enjoys killing, not for the sake of killing, but for his sweet girlfriend, Death. The thing being he's infatuated with. And he uses a thing called the Infinity Gauntlet to come about killing people. The Infinity Gauntlet is this magical device that basically allows you to warp reality. You know, with it, he could strangle the Hulk, he could smash Captain America's shield, he could turn Wolverine's bones into sponge. He could do all this sorts of fun stuff. So he's a really big threat when he has this stuff, and he's really just a huge threat in general. So be sure you look out for Thanos this month in Infinity. In terms of DC this month is kicking off their Villains Month, where basically any superhero comic will not have necessarily that superhero in it. It will instead be focusing on their rogues gallery. For example, Batman, instead of having 24, will have 23.1, which will feature the Joker, and 23.2, which will feature the Riddler. There'll be one for Lex Luthor, there'll be one for General Zod, there'll be about 52, new 52 villains one-shots. So this is a very cool thing that they're doing. It's different. And since really the new 52 haven't gotten the chance to establish all the past great villains they've had, this is a great opportunity to show what they're like in the new 52. They're also going to be debuting the miniseries Forever Evil, which involves Lex Luthor leading his own Justice League comprising of villains against the crime syndicate of America. That being said, the villain that you should look out for in DC Comics is none other than Lex Luthor. Now, he is much more well known than Thanos is. Lex Luthor has been in many, many movies, Superman movies. He's been in TV shows, and he's been in animated TV shows. He is a big villain, Superman's biggest villain. Now, there are two main origin stories that go along with Lex Luthor. There's one where he has more of a personal vendetta against Superman. In this storyline, he has a scientific accident which leaves him prematurely bald. And he blames it on Superman, and he says that Superman was just jealous of his intelligence. Now, it's kind of confusing how he blames on him, but that's just one reason. Backstory number 2. Lex Luthor is basically just your common big crime businessman in charge of LexCorp, and Superman gets in the way of his plans, and he's like, hey, you can't do that, and that's how their superhero, supervillain relationship starts off. It's less personal, more just like, hey, you got my plans, don't do that again, stuff. So be sure to look out for Lex Luthor in Villains Month, and maybe even look for him in Man of Steel 2, coming out in 2015. Next, before I end this video, I just want to say that Entertainment Buccaneers, the group we're a part of, is going to have their own Villains Month going on this month. I myself, everything will be about villains for me. Like, if you can see the set changed since my last video, you know, we've got all villains. We've got Joker here, Loki, Thanos, Red Skull, Black Mask, Two-Face, this chair, which isn't really a villain. It's actually very nice for my lumbar support. But as Villains Month goes on, I'll replace some of these with some of the villains' comics. Also, Amber, with her anime, will be doing at least one video about villains, and we'll be having a video game debut this month as well, and he'll be doing a video on villains. So we're going to have our own crossover. It's going to be great, a lot of amazing material coming up, because, you know, villains are what make the hero. You know, villains are the people that push our hero to their boundaries and make themselves better to stop the villain. So look out for this new Entertainment Buccaneer Villains Month stuff. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you all read great comics.
It's not about what I want. It's about what's fair! You thought we could be decent men in an indecent time. But you were wrong. The world is cruel, and the only morality in a cruel world is chance. Unbiased, unprejudiced, fair.
Are you ready for some more? Explore! Find my challenges! And when you fail to solve them and lie blubbering like an ignorant child on the floor, you will know that the Riddler is better than you.
About a magic trick. I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. Ta-da! It's...